Welcome back to the Excellence in Column Writing. We are diving straight into the deep end with the story of smoke break psychology. We explore how the experience of a stay-at-home dad, who has faced intense personal struggles, found a strange kind of release through a specific strain of marijuana, Papaya Bomb, and how it completely changed his perspective on watching wrestling. Get ready for a look at the mind behind the smoke break.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALAN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we shift gears completely to the WWE landscape. We look at the developments surrounding Jacob Fatu and his significant acknowledgment of Roman Reigns following a brutal match at Backlash. Will this ceremony finally bring closure to that intense rivalry, or will the chaos reign supreme after the Samoan werewolf's vicious attack? Find out what happens on Raw tonight. Now, we pivot from the squared circle to the high stakes of the poker world. We track Roman Stoica's incredible run at the European Poker Tour, culminating in a massive victory in Monte Carlo. Discover how Stoica managed to turn a challenging final day into a historic triumph, securing his largest-ever poker haul and etching his name into EPT history. And finally, we wrap up with the psychology behind the spectacle. We examine how the emotional connections we make with wrestlers, like Sky and Jacob Fatu, are what truly matter over just the moves themselves. If you need a little papaya bomb to see the bigger picture, remember that connection is the point. Stay tuned for more analysis after the smoke clears. A veteran with a background in a correctional facility and personal experiences with trauma, including exposure to various health risks, reflects on the psychology behind watching professional wrestling, specifically referencing the event Backlash 2026. The author discusses how personal history, including severe PTSD, anxiety, and OCD, shapes their viewing experience. To manage this, the author utilizes marijuana, specifically the strain Papaya Bomb, as a tool to slow down and find enjoyment. The author details a deliberate digital detox, stepping away from social media to reevaluate wrestling from a fan's perspective, focusing on the experience rather than preset expectations. They analyze the match dynamics, noting how different wrestlers serve distinct emotional functions. Danhausen is described as a mood lifter, easing tension, while Sky elicits a positive emotional response that is contagious. The author contrasts the emotional investment in characters like Sky with the detached observation of others, such as Seth and Braun. The analysis extends to key figures. John Cena is viewed as a bridge between wrestling generations, handing off the narrative. Jacob Fatu represents the chaotic, force-driven mindset, while Roman Reigns embodies control and narrative weight. The author emphasizes that the true value of a match lies not in technical moves, but in the emotional connection, the laughter from Danhausen, the smiles from and the narrative shorthand provided by Roman Reigns' expressions. Ultimately, the piece concludes that the viewing experience is about connection, not just content. The author posits that the resilience of characters like the bad guys reminds them why they continue to watch, asserting that the journey and emotional connection are what matter most, even when aided by a substance to clear the mind. WWE Raw episode from May 11, 2026, featured several high-profile moments, according to a review by Sean Ross Sapp. A key segment included Jacob Fatu participating in a Roman Reigns acknowledgement ceremony. The action continued with the Oba Femi Open Challenge remaining a focus. A major match saw the Street Profits, consisting of Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, facing off against the Vision, comprised of Braun Breaker, Logan Paul, and Austin Theory. In women's wrestling, the reigning tag team champions, Brie Bella and Paige, provided a response to the Judgment Day. The report summarizes the highlights of the show, providing fans with a look at the key developments from the broadcast. In a dramatic turn of events following a brutal contest on channel YouTube Backlash, Roman Reigns defeated Jacob Fatu in a vicious match. The Samoan werewolf unleashed a ferocious assault on the Ones, leaving the audience stunned. In response to the intense rivalry, WWE has scheduled a special acknowledgment ceremony for tonight. The focus will be on whether Jacob Fatu will finally acknowledge Roman Reigns after his defeat, or if the confrontation will descend into chaos. Tune in tonight at 8 ET or 5 PT on Raw on Netflix to find out. Roman Stoica has cemented his status as a dominant force on the Poker Stars European Poker Tour circuit, culminating in a historic victory at the EPT Monte Carlo $5,300 main event. Stoica achieved this feat by finishing in the final table among 1,011 entries and dominating the competition in just 4 hours, walking away with the coveted trophy and an unprecedented $825,000, marking his largest ever poker haul. This triumph follows a consistent run of deep main event appearances. Stoica had previously secured a $300,000 win at the EPT Barcelona Mystery Bounty event and made deep runs at EPT Malta and EPT Prague, finishing 16th and 27th respectively. The Monte Carlo victory represented his third deep main event run across 4 EPT stops, a consistency he attributes to rigorous practice and dedication to the game. During the final day of the Monte Carlo event, Stoica initially remained reserved while other players navigated the competition. However, after quick eliminations of Oshri Lamani and Mester, Stoica doubled up against Long Mao Fan, moving into third place in chips. He continued his ascent, knocking out Mal Pelli in fifth place with an ace-queen, which allowed him to seize the tournament chip lead for the first time. With the chip advantage secured, Stoica intensified his pressure. After Binder eliminated Samuel Ju in fourth place, Stoica maintained his winning streak, ultimately entering a heads-up battle with Binder holding a 3-1 chip lead. Stoica sealed the victory by triple-barreling with flopped trips, forcing Binder all in on the river when Binder held 2 pair. The victory was secured just hours after the final day concluded. Despite the success, Stoica acknowledged the intensity of the tournament, stating that the past 6 days had taken a toll, and he prioritized rest before celebrating his dream win at home.